Hey everybody, Johnathan Pushkar here, and my debut album, Straighten Up, is available today. Now, of course, I've got the CD here in hand, but it's available everywhere that you download music, that you stream music, and all of that fun stuff. But I just wanted to take a moment and talk about, putting out music, right? It's 2019 as of doing this video, and, people stream music these days, and, some people still buy CDs and buy digital downloads and everything, and of course, I would love for you to buy and download this, but that's not the intent of this video. It's really just to obviously announce that this is out, but more importantly, just kind of talk about what it feels like, I'm 23, and I do 60s infused power pop music, kind of along the lines of the movie That Thing You Do, mixed with Fountains of Wayne, lots of 60s influence in there, but that's definitely pretty atypical for somebody 23 years old, and much less putting out music in 2019. I have a lot of great contemporaries, especially on my record label, Gem Records, that do similar music, and it's all really fun and good, but putting out new music in 2019 is a really interesting feeling. This is my first album. I've put out some singles from this album, and some of these songs have appeared elsewhere before, but, I think that the interesting thing is like, putting out an entire collection, right? Like, sometimes you hear that people, make stories with their albums or whatever, and while my album doesn't have a story, like, from track 1 through track 10 that goes from each one and tells you what's going on, it's really the story of my life up until age 23, of course, here, and, I picked my favorite songs and one cover song, of course, by Fountains of Wayne, who I mentioned earlier, but it's really cool. Every time I listen to these songs or I play them and, people bring them up and I talk about them, it's like going back in time to when that song in my life took place, right? So, when I write songs, I start with the story first and then go with the music and lyrics. So I always want to know where I'm going before I put a pen to paper or pick up a guitar or anything like that. So, there's just so many neat songs on here, at least neat for me to go back and listen, because it's like a time machine that takes me back to where and when I was feeling the things that I was when these songs were written and came out. So I just wanted to do a little video and talk about that feeling, and it's really amazing because not every musician, not every artist, not every songwriter that puts pen to paper and writes songs gets an opportunity like this to put their music out there in the world. Granted, today it is easier than ever with things like CD Baby and DistroKid to get your music out there, but the fact of the matter is, this was a lot of work. It wasn't just the, 3 or 4 months spent in the studio recording this stuff. It was all the time that went into thinking about the message behind the songs and the artwork and all of the legalese stuff that goes behind it, right? It's not just, the time you spend hitting record in the studio. It's a lot more than that. This is really my life put onto a CD and album, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. So, again, my name's Johnathan Pushkar, if you didn't already know that. Straighten Up, my debut CD, is available today, and I would love for you to give it a listen, and if you love it, of course, you can add it to your collection digitally, or you could buy a copy or anything like that. So, I'll drop a link in the video description below where you can pick this up and where you can listen to it and all of that fun stuff. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I really do not take the opportunity lightly that I get to put my music out there in the world, and if you listen to one song or you listen to all 10, I genuinely appreciate your time, and thank you so much for helping me make Straighten Up a reality. So again, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys soon.